We're coming out of the age of denial, and we're changing into an age of allowing, saying yes. From saying no, 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 say no to drugs, say no, fight war, the war on terrorism, the war on drugs, the war on autism, the war on pesticides, the war on war. Who's doing the war on war right now? The old way is saying no, 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 no. The new way is saying yes, yes, yes. What we resist, an old saying, remember, what we resist persists, and what we embrace, we erase. When you allow, judge not, lest ye be judged, is another way of saying it. When you allow, you are then given the power by spiritual physics, by the way the universe functions, to erase it. It's like a Chinese finger puzzle. Remember those things you stick your fingers in? If you resist and say no, 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 you're stuck. But if you say just yes, for a little bit, it loosens up, and then you masterfully can extricate yourself from the whole operation. And that's how this works on earth. If you say no to all the evils and fight them, if you resist them, resist not evil, judge not lest you be judged, like I said, don't resist it in the sense of battle axe, fighting it, crusading against it, judging it, see it for what it is. Fight it practically, if that's your job, do it, but don't get attached to the crusade part of it. That's the danger, if you attach yourself to it, because it's all energy. It's all energy. So this old age of denial, the way people in power have had to be in denial. They have to deny it. I did not have sex with that woman. They have to do it. It's everywhere now, whether it's Schwarzenegger or King Birdie. King Birdie, look him up. Queen Victoria, who was the Victorian age, where they actually covered up the table legs because they were too sexual for men. They would put literal linen or coverings on table legs, or cover up the penis of their little dog because it was too sexual. Her son was a total lover of everything. Mistresses, sex, food, right? So it's the same story. The old age of denial, right? The only way to get elected to power or do anything, there had to be hidden, quote, private lives. We had to keep it all private. The new thing that's happening, and this is physics, spiritual physics, literally the energies coming off the sun. The sun is information in form, puts us into a form. This is a form, my body. The light of the sun gives the information to build this body. Without sunlight, you cannot survive, right? You can, sort of, but you look pretty weird. All the greenery out here is told by the information, the photons, the radionic information, the radiation in the sun, how to grow. And mixed with the seed. It activates the information in the seeds, right? So this information now, the new information coming off the sun, is that no longer will denial, hidden, occult, the true meaning of occult, meaning occluded, just in the dark, hidden. No more presentation face. Hi, I'm doing fantastic, while all this horrible stuff's coming out your back. You literally can see it as shamans. You can see this black stuff trailing behind people in their energetic body when they're presenting as, I'm great, my kids are great, they're all scrubbed, it's perfect, and we're all clean, and we wash with ivory soap, 99 and 44, 100% perfectly clean every day, everything's clean, 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 and then they have obsessive compulsive disorder where they wash their hands 500 times a day because they can't get the dirt off of. This is the old way. When you deny, suppress, don't feel your stuff, don't look at your stuff, aren't willing to self-examine. A life without self-examination is not worth living. The old way, then that turns into these horrible diseases acting up. Drug addictions, obsessive compulsive disorders. I'd suggest Tourette's too. I don't want to create too much controversy, or autism even. That's a level between souls where a piece of that soul incarnates. I've had a bunch of autism clients where we searched into what is autism about, And it's all meant to wake us up through harsh wake-up calls. So the age of denial, no, I didn't do it, I don't know that woman, mistakes were made, we're getting to the bottom of this, right? And now I just want to get on with my life. Once they discover what the horrible thing the senator did in the stall, having sex at the airport, gay sex, while he's crusading for homophobic bills in his legislature. Normal in the old age. We had to deny, lie basically. We had to lie and say, no, that's not me. I didn't do that. And that's what has been power. Power has been underhanded CIA, national security, the Mossad, the Stasi, the Gestapo, of course the original one, the KGB, all these sort of, here's our government, and here's the stuff we really do in the back rooms. That's the age of denial. In other words, false presentation, right? Versus what we're actually doing. We're doing the two-facedness, the Jekyll and Hyde. It's been the age of Jekyll and Hyde. Now, these two have to start coming together into a unified whole. This is the healing. The word healing means whole, holos, Greek, to become whole again, integrated. So this is what we're doing. And the only chance we have, because this is happening from the center of the galaxy, the edict, if you will, the proclamation, the super information, the light energy. Now, it's not visible light, but it's the electromagnetic spectrum, but it's spiritual physics. Comes from the center of the galaxy, tells our sun, because they're instantly connected. It spreads the message through this new information, this new light, these new spiritual frequencies, these new electromagnetic frequencies, then start upgrading our planet, gets it new information. This new information will change your body, will activate your DNA at a new level. But one of the characteristics of this new age of Aquarius, if you will, one of the characteristics of this new age, now listen, I know the new age term is, we're so angry at it because it didn't fulfill. We want it to be easy. We want the magic pill. There ain't no magic pills. You got to do the work. If you don't do the work, if you don't do the work in your bones, which is where your bone marrow makes your blood, if you don't change your energies in you, you're not going to have some magic savior, save it, take it all away from you. Jeshua Ben David, Jesus will not be able to take all your crap and instantly heal it. You've got to participate. That's one of the biggest lies perpetrated by religionism today. Yes, there's grace where that is erased. Absolutely. The graceful erasure. One of the videos on A Course of Awakening. That's available. But there's no magic pills. It has to satisfy the spiritual laws of physics. So the old age of denial is giving way to an age of allowing. When you allow it all to float to the surface, it sees the sun of the day and it heals itself. That's basically what happens. You got something bad inside you, there's an infection, it's burning it off. A boil, it burns it off. That's what we need to do. Let this bubble up. Your feelings are key. Your emotional body. If you do not, how do you feel about that? If you can't access how you really feel about something, you're severely disconnected. And you're at very real danger of being totally controlled by others. Told by others what to do, programmed by television, programmed by schools, teachers, churches, etc. You need to access your real feelings. How do you really feel about that? What are your real dreams? What are you really wanting to do? You're meant to be an expression of Source, not a follower of others telling you what to do. Now, I'm not saying that sometimes it's not right to follow others, to listen, of course, to hear an information, but you do it consciously, not programmed. All right. So the age of denial is giving way. Become ye as little children, Jeshua said, Jesus, right? Others say, Yogananda. Wisdom is not given to the wise. God does not reveal himself to the wise, but to babes. What is this talking about? It's the innocence, the transparency, the no hidden agenda that children have. This is the only thing that will keep you safe, because it's spiritual physics. The center of the galaxy, the sun itself, The central sun has decided to do this. It is the spinning of our galaxy into this new frequency. You're going to fight that? Talk about Don Quixote trying to fight ridiculous wars. You cannot win. You cannot win against this spiritual energy. If you continue and insist on resisting, you're going to have increasingly painful physical things, earthquakes, floods, etc., all these things. Not that these aren't good wake-up calls for us. They are. They open our hearts. So they are absolutely right at times. But if you resist this opening, this becoming more transparent, you're going down with the ship. You're going to be relocated. That's the truth. It's the direct truth. There are other planets, other dimensions, other places. You will be going where you continue to be able to lovingly learn how to become more transparent. And since the old model has really taught us to be stoic, to hide, to suppress, there's a lot of catch-up to get going now. Not catch-up, but catch-up, right? So the age of denial is giving way to the age of openness, transparency, the age of allowing. Allowing. No longer those models. That's why it's going to come out more and more everywhere. Everywhere. All these hidden secrets, hidden documents, freedom of information. All this stuff's going to be released. JFK wanted to know about the UFOs. He was killed 10 days later. I'm not saying that's the only reason he was killed. All these things are going to come out. Whether it's the UFO disclosure, the true spiritual nature of human is going to come out as well. The fact that there's agendas trying to control us, yes, that's true. All these things are going to be surfaced. This is the age of disclosure, the age of revelation, the book of revealing revelation. The apocalypse is a Greek word for meaning full divine revelation. That means yes, yes, yes. Instead of say no, when you say yes to it, you get the wisdom to see, do I want this? No, I don't want that. And you simply have discriminatory choice. You're able to choose. When you fight against, you're giving it energy. When this fights against that, there's heat and friction created. When this side says, I'm not fighting, it just disappears. It's Tai Chi. It's Jiu-Jitsu. You know? It's spiritual Jiu-Jitsu. And then when it's right, you strike. There's a right time for that. Archangel Michael is about chopping the heads off of certain energies, in one way of looking at it. But when you involve and attach, the Buddhists have this right, when you attach to it, you're hooked in. When one of you lets go, it takes two. So the age of denial has been the fighting, the strife, the wars, the hidden, the hiding. The age of allowing, the age of revealing, the age of transparent openness is going to be the only safe place for souls to be. This is coming from the center of the galaxy, from our own sun. This is not something you can argue with. It's not something you can change. It's going to get increasingly more and more difficult for denial people who are still denying and hiding and wanting to do it the old way. And it's going to get increasingly better for those of us, who are wanting to open into transparency, openness. Now the key thing here is your own personal secrets. Secrets make us sick. Your personal secrets are going to have to be revealed. Now I don't mean you go tell them to people on the street or on the bus, although at times that is correct, but that you find and know there's places to reveal them. First of all, to reveal this stuff to yourself, to you and God and you and your guides. And then if there's close people that are on the same wavelength and can understand it, you can do it with them. There's such a power in this. I love the story told to me of certain native tribes that touched upon this in their shamanic ceremonies. And some of the braves, on their shields, they realized, if I confess my sins, if I show my weakness — sin is a word that means a twisted energy place, or a place without energy, an empty place. The Spanish for sin, nothing, empty. They would put on their shields as they went into battle, they would show, this is my weakness. And by confessing your weakness, by telling by showing. Sincerely now. If you try to do it as a trick, it can't work. You know, Source God is so much bigger than us. None of the trickery, connivingness, it just doesn't work. You will be found out, if no one else, by your own soul. Right? In the afterlife. So they would put their weakness on their shield and show, this is my weakness. And they showed that to their enemy, and that would neutralize that weakness. They weren't trying to hide this terrible secret. Get a sense of that. It's in the confessing, in the allowing, in the showing. Yeah, I do that. Comedians hit on this, artists hit on this, you know. That person in your life, you know, that just has fun, or that's kind of goofy and funny, and their life may look like chaos at times, but they're honest about all of it. There's something endearing about it. So it doesn't mean you have to become like that. It just means that aspect of transparency will make you sleep at night, will make you relax, finally telling that secret, finally clearing the air. These are the things. Now your world around you is going to be conspiring to get you to do that, because that's happening all over the planet. And large Source God is doing it for each 6 billion of us individually. Our little reality bubbles, because our frequency generator is our spinal column. Our spinal column, and then the energy centers coming, you know, literally coming off our chakras, front and back, actually all around. It's 360 degree chakras. They're like spheres, actually. And that creates your reality machine. So you're going to be having circumstances and events pushing you towards transparency. Wherever you're holding secrets and you've been able to get away with it, a lot of the stuff we've been able to get away with for the last 30 years, you can't get away with it anymore. It's time to face it. Face it, feel it, free it. There's another F there for some of us sometimes. Face it, feel it, free it. I have a video on that. I think, somewhere. Pain. Yeah, P-A-I-N, healing pain. Should be on YouTube as well. Facing it, feeling it, and then setting it free. The 3 Fs. If you're interested in more of these tidbits, Awakening Souls on Amazon, and Listening to the Sun on Amazon. These are 50 little chapters, 2, 3, 4 pages each, of non-sequential, written in holographic form, about experiences and awakening pops, if you will, ahas, on the spiritual path. Whether it's meeting the angel of death, 4, 5, 6 chapters about sex, omnisexuality, God loves sex, things like that. Very powerful healing. People report back that they have lots of ahas, and they feel like they've been inoculated and protected against a bunch of spiritual misunderstandings. The age of revealing, the age of allowing is here. The age of denial is being left behind.